So, good day everyone. Welcome to another episode of Learning the English Language with me, Vinod. Today I'm going to answer a few controversial questions based on IELTS. Shall we begin? Here we go. The first question that I receive from tons of students is whether you'll get higher marks if you write IELTS in a different center. Say for example, you are in a metropolitan city like Chennai or Delhi or Bangalore or Kolkata, and you are getting about 6 or 6.5 in your IELTS. Suddenly what happens is the student goes into a non-metropolitan city or a less famous city, and there is an exam center there for IELTS, and he or she writes IELTS and gets higher percentage, like instead of 6.57 or 7.5 or even 8. Now, is it true? That is what many of my students are asking. Now, I will tell you clearly what it is about. When I take classes for my students, I will first of all check the consistency level of the student. Okay, so how consistent they are, be it their writing, speaking, reading or listening, how consistent they are, and I will have a rough mindset of what they are capable of. Say for example, student X is coming, and I have a rough picture that student is capable of 7.5, and if he or she gets 7 also, it's acceptable, or 8 also is extremely acceptable, but anything below or over that is not acceptable. Now, there has been certain incidents in my there had been incidents which are happening around in my experience. Say for example, a couple of years back, I was so damn sure that this particular student will at least get between 7.5 to 8 in all the departments, that is writing, speaking, reading and listening. However, he got only 6.5. Okay, but this student is very good in grammar, vocabulary, the proficiency and everything else. So the student said, I will write it in a center which is in a less famous city, and as expected he got 7.5 to 8. Now I don't know whether it is the luck of the center or whether it is really happening. Now, there had been certain incidences where a student gets the same set of scores no matter whatever happens in different centers, and in those centers whatever I guessed is their scores. So if I'm expecting 7 for that student, be it in a famous center or in a less famous center, that is what he or she is getting, even though he or she is trying for a bigger score. Alright, see, that's what I'm trying to say. Now, I don't know whether it's true or false, but there had been incidences where student booked the exam and got a better score in a less famous center. There had been plenty of incidents, and I would say that they got their justifiable score in a less famous center. Having said that, many of my students, even though they changed the center, didn't get a higher score, because in the metropolitan city or in a famous city itself, they got the score that I was expecting them to get. Alright, so this is the update I want to give. So that is the reason why I posted this video. I want to understand the reason why it is happening. Now, psychologically speaking, maybe because of the word of the mouth going around, they may have got that placebo boost and the self-confidence to get that higher score. It may be the scenario. The second thing is they already got used to the routine, writing for the first time, right? And in that process, they are not nervous when they are going for a second attempt, and they got it there. Alright, so this can be psychologically possible as well. But on a negative aspect, there are plenty of chances that the less famous centers may give more marks also. Now I don't have any evidence or proof for it, but I don't know whether the quality is the same for every center of IELTS. Having said that, it's 50-50. I don't know what is happening internally. Now I want to just say one thing. If IELTS is transparent, then there won't be any trouble, be it writing or reading or speaking or listening. Let them send a mail to the students stating that this is where you have made the mistake, this is where it happens. Now writing also, this is the grammatical error. When a person corrects, we are able to highlight the mistakes orally or even visually, and we are able to do it. Now why can't they do that? Why can't they take that effort to do that and clear all the doubts that the students are having around, be it reading, listening, writing or speaking? From the spelling mistake to the grammatical mistake or a singular plural mistake in reading and listening, and for writing, the spelling, grammar, proficiency or whatever, because if you take the correction, we are able to highlight the mistakes and we are able to give it, this is the reason you got this much amount of scores. So let them say those things. Okay, now if it is going for speaking also, let them show the voice recording where they have lacked that. Now they're charging a huge amount for it, say for example almost 15,000 now. Okay, so even if they charge another 5,000, it doesn't matter, but giving a transparent result will put an end to all these doubts for the students. So that is why I am requesting the IELTS department to make the corrections transparent. Oh, and one more thing. Before 2015, many students were able to get a good score in IELTS. After 2015, it has become a huge headache for the students. The simple reason why I will say is the Grammarly application, autocorrect, not worried about the spelling or vocabulary, relying on the artificial intelligence too much, and that is the addiction which has killed their English language. This also may be a factor. So I would like to end the video by requesting the IELTS to transparently give the scores on where the students are lagging so that everyone can benefit from it. Thank you.